Hi, I'm back to try more new weird foods. Well, not really weird, I guess at this point. We've all eaten craft dinner. If you're watching this, you might have seen my other craft dinner stuff, either the six flavors or the pumpkin spice that I did. And I am back with two new flavors, not by craft dinner, near as I can tell, but actually the Cheetos people. Whoever does Cheetos. Frito-Lay, apparently, according to the back of the box. I've never eaten this before, and it comes in not one, but two flavors. Yes. So I am going to be trying the mac and cheese, the basic, because I've never had it before, so we need a baseline. And then, more to the point for this video, I'm going to be trying the flaming hot variety. I guess we'll see how hot it is. And to that point, is the hot equal to flavor? I don't know. We'll find out. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare both. I will make the basic, following the instructions as best I can, as well as the flaming hot. Again, following the instructions as best I can. And I will create 3 bowls just for science. I will have a regular bowl, I'll have a hot bowl, and then I'll have what I'll attempt as a 50-50 blend. And we will see how it is. Okay, I have cooked everything. I've cooked the standard, or bog standard Cheetos mac and cheese, or macaroni dinner, I guess. And I have cooked the flaming hot. And I have also then blended them into a 3rd bowl. So I have all 3 available. So let's just see what we can do here. For a start, we're going to struggle capturing the color. That's about as good as you're going to get. It's basically Cheeto colored. It's a little bit more mild, I would say, than your actual Cheeto. But no, otherwise, whatever. Not much of a smell going on, which is kind of weird. You'd expect it to be more, I don't know, cheesy, perhaps? So it's definitely more mild than, like, KD as an example. But that's mac and cheese for America. And I think other places. But, anyways, here we go. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed. It's very safe. It has a weird aftertaste that I can't quite figure out. It doesn't taste like, well, it has kind of an aftertaste of Cheetos, but not the good part of the aftertaste. It doesn't have the cheese aftertaste. It has the puff aftertaste, which is the worst of the two. I would qualify it as largely inoffensive. Honestly, between like this and your standard craft dinner, or like Annie's as an example, I would definitely choose, well, I'd choose Annie's over all of them, but I'd definitely choose those over this. It's not that it's bad because it tastes bad. It's bad because it's boring. It's just lacking in flavor. Points for having a fun noodle shape. They're using the Twirly ones whose name absolutely escapes me right now. Come on, can you do it? Can you do it? Come on, almost. No, you're not going to focus on that, huh? I like the fun shape. I actually think it overall has a nicer mouthfeel in craft dinner, which can very easily turn to mush. This is more resilient. So I'd actually be half tempted to use craft dinner powder on these noodles. I think that would actually be pretty decent. But yeah, overall, not really doing anything for me. So, okay. Now it's on to the flaming hot, which is quite frankly really the point of this video, all things considered. I had to try the baseline before I could try this one. The flaming hot, the alternate. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little concerned. The color on this, yeah, the camera struggles to capture the red. It's very red. Like possibly a bit pink, but it's very, very red. And there's definitely a smell to it. I don't know if it's a good smell, to be honest. But it out the gate, it has more personality than the standard. So I'll give it that. Same kind of noodles, same preparation, which by the way is 2 tablespoons of butter or margarine, 4 tablespoons of milk. Mix with the powder until, you decided it's done. I also boil, you boil the pasta for, it box is 7 minutes. The box is never right. I ended up having to do like 8.5 or so. Here we go. Oh, it's so red. All right. There's a definite heat to it. This is miles better, actually. There is a heat to it. So if you don't like spicy foods, like I'm not gonna say this is like a holy crap 5 alarm, but like it's got a heat to it, which is actually pretty pleasant. It doesn't kick in right away, so you actually get to taste whatever flavor is in here, and there is more flavor to it. So it doesn't taste just like, you know, Cheeto Puff. It's got an actual kind of cheese flavor to it. Oh, it's made my spit weirdly thick though. Ugh. Again, weird smell. Not super stoked about the smell. It doesn't taste like it smells as well, which is always a delight. Not as hot as I expected it to be, for, you know, it being called Flamin' Hot, but I wouldn't also say that it is like an accessible heat. It's hot enough that if you aren't really big on spicy foods, I'd actually say to avoid it. So I think you'll just not really end up enjoying yourself. The heat tapers off pretty quick. Like, it's already pretty much gone for me right now, but honestly, between the two, that is miles better. I would take this over a regular Kraft Dinner. Would I take it over the Kraft Dinner with the jalapeno? Probably not. If I'm trying to evaluate kind of equivocal things, but this is still way better than the standard. All right, so for the sake of science, I have made a bowl of mixed, which you cannot tell at all. An interesting thing to note is that despite a thorough mixing, and I do mean a thorough, proper mixing, it's the noodles, like there are definitively orange and red noodles. So preparing them both separately and mixing them together has just rewarded me with effectively 2 noodles in the same pot. They didn't kind of coalesce into one flavor. So if you were going to do this, you'd probably be better off mixing it all at once with the powder, or even putting the powder aside, mixing it there, and then dumping it in all as one. I didn't do that, and here we are. So, all right, let's get a mouthful of blended. Get another mouthful of blended. How did that happen? Huh. So, despite doing my best to make an equal blend, like a 50-50 blend of both pastas, I actually thought I had more of the hot stuff in here, the Flamin' Hot, than the other, but I was like, bah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Honestly, you lose a lot of the flavor of the Flamin' Hot by blending them. There is still the heat. It's not as pronounced, obviously, because each bite is not 100% that material, but you do still get the heat. I would qualify it as more accessible. It's not nearly as strong because of that cutting. Spit is still weirdly thick from eating this, but yeah, a lot of the flavor that came in the Flaming Hot pack is gone. It's just destroyed by the mediocrity of the standard. So you end up basically having the standard mac and cheese flavor with like a little bit of a kick, which is kind of disappointing. I was hoping more of the Flaming Hot flavor would come through and not just simply the heat. That's so weird. God, that's so weird. Yeah, you effectively lose all of the Flaming Hot cheese flavor, and all you are left with is the heat. Which, I mean, I guess if you like the standard Cheetos macaroni dinner flavor, you could do this, and then you'll just be kind of a little bit spicy. You'd probably be better off just adding pepper or something, rather than wasting 2 boxes to blend this. A little disappointed. I was expecting more of the other flavor to come through. All right, and that's it. That's all for this video. Overall, Flaming Hot, pretty good. I would actually eat this. I would be tempted to buy more boxes of it were I to see them on the shelf, or actually go out looking for macaroni, you know, in retail. I get most of my stuff at Costco at this point because that's where I am in life. The Flaming Hot is definitely the best option. The regular one is actually very bland, which, I mean, I'm talking about like a KD parallel here. So bland is kind of expected, but it's really bland. It's quite boring. I don't really know what they could do to save it. Probably just punching up the actual cheese flavor would be a good start. This ends up tasting more just like the puff than the cheese. The Flaming Hot doesn't suffer from that. You can taste the cheese and the heat, and there's nary a puff flavor to be found. The blend was a bit of a failure because it ended up just being the bland cheese with a bit of heat, which is not ideal. That's it. Thank you, as always, for watching. And if you like this, feel free to check out some of my other food trying videos. I am also a Twitch streamer, so feel free to catch me at twitch.tv/cdudson. I play most evenings from 9:30 p.m. Eastern, and I am a variety streamer, play all kinds of stuff, adventure games, first-person games, a bunch of indie games on Wednesdays, and yeah, that's gonna do it for me. So, as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, and I will catch you later. Bye-bye.